Right, so that beautiful song is sung by this guy with the lovely Wendy Kimani. Welcome to Friday Briefing.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You know, I think you were literally running, coming
I just
here.
had an amazing, Kenyan experience, right? I mean, 2.5 hours in traffic.
Wow.
You know, Friday, Mombasa Road.
I know.
So I parked, and I'm texting you, and it's so I parked in town, jumped on a boda boda with a guy, a blessed angel called Albert Matata.
You already even know his name.
Listen, his wife got off the boda boda, and
I
got on. For me to get on, and he took me. Now, I'm not used to riding boda bodas on Mombasa Road at night.
Was that your first time, by the way?
No, I've been on, before, but not at night on Mombasa Road on a Friday. Yeah, I mean,
that must have been so scary.
So I'm holding on to this wonderful gentleman, thinking, this is not the night. I wasn't meant to go tonight.
No, trust me, that's the start of a good night.
Yeah.
So he is our guest anchor, Gildad Millo. Thank you so much for coming. That's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And the thing is, it's so hard for someone who has not seen you to reconcile your voice and the fact that you're not actually originally Kenyan. How did you think of
that, originally? I'm Kenyan now.
Kwanza, I should ask you something in Swahili. So umeshindaje?
I'm good, poa.
Umekuaje?
Nimeshinda poa.
Umeshinda tu poa. Right, so let's talk about the song. First of all, maybe you can just tell us a bit about yourself. Who's Gildad?
I'm a good-hearted person.
That I can tell already.
Try to get along with everybody. Married, I have kids.
Lovely.
I've been in Kenya for on and off 12 years.
Okay. But still 12 years and you can sing so...
I can't speak
fluently?
it. I can't speak it. If,
so
if this was a Swahili interview, I would be lost.
So nikikuuliza
don't do it. No, that's not fair. You promised. We texted and we said.
Okay, fine. I won't ask you. Okay, sawa.
But the truth is that, I mean, the language and the words that I've found for the songs that I needed for the best part, Rangia Bahari, like the latest one before last song that I released.
Yeah.
So I wrote it in Diani, and I'm sitting on the beach, writing a song with a guitar, and I didn't know how to say stars. So the guy who was, the house we rented, there's a guy who's, cooking and stuff. Victor, how do you say stars? Like Nyota.
Nyota, yeah.
And I'm back to writing, So it's like that. I look for the words, kind of.
But the thing is, you've sung a lot of Swahili in that song, like a whole.
I learned the phrase "umepotelea wapi" long when I was at Amiran administration.
Yeah.
So you're working with all the staff, drivers, you're part of the company. So "umepotelea wapi" was something, right? And I used to use it, right? So I used to meet people and I said "umepotelea wapi," and I realized that it wasn't something that's a common phrase for an outsider to use.
Yes. And
I chose that for Unajua. I knowingly, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen you sing in the video, but I want to hear a little bit. Yeah, to sing now. Just for the doubting Thomases out there who are like, I see, yeah.
You know what? I can sing my favorite Swahili song.
Okay. Which is?
But the Nerea.
But I love this one.
But can I sing Nerea?
Can you sing first Unajua and then Nerea?
Unajua.
Yeah.
Sema. I can't turn up the music so we can hear the right notes,
John,
so we don't sing flat on
Friday.
I know, right? People are watching. I'm singing Wendy's line. The part
that is amazing.
The part that Wendy's coming is exciting because we never got to perform Unajua, and it's that's like the song, right? I've released 3 songs since, but Unajua is the one that everybody, I walk these days. I get recognized now in the shopping mall and now more and more.
Mr. Celebrity.
Not at all, but it's cool. But I'm walking, and I had a day where, and I'm walking out to the parking lot at Westgate, and I'm thinking, wow, nobody noticed me. And there's one lady still walking before I get to the car.
Yeah.
And as she passes me, she goes, "Umepotelea wapi?" So
that is so cool.
Yeah.
So you were supposed to sing Nerea. You wanted to.
Nakuomba Nerea. Usitoe mimba yangu we, Mungu akileta mtoto, analeta sahani yake, lete nitamlea. Usitoe mimba yangu we, Mungu akileta mtoto, analeta sani yake, wenda kawa Obama. I can keep going.
Wenda kawa Gildad.
No, but I mean, that's such a great, song. And Sauti Soul, of course, and Amos and Josh, with those voices which are. So that was, I tweeted, that was my song of the year of 2015.
All right, so going back to how you write this song. So, you don't speak it, but you sing it. So how long does it take for you to come up with such a, such a song, such a composition?
By the way, there's no, textbook answer.
Right.
Every song has happened differently. They've come when they, when God sent them. Honestly, it's kind of like that. You pick up on, like Rangia Bahari, I really wanted to write a Swahili song. So, it's not that I don't know words. I do. And I understand a lot more than I can speak. To speak it is to put the sentence together, and until I can do it perfection, I'm not going to do it at all. I won't have the... So I'll toss words in, you've seen. And so it really is, Sema Milele. I thought of that one alone, And then I saw someone tweet, Sema is the only word this guy knows.
Sema is such a basic word.
But Sema Milele was it was like an inspired second. It was me on the balcony at night, my family sleeping, my wife asleep, and I started coming up with the lyrics in English. And, Nitaona in your eyes, and it started coming together. But then when Sema Milele clicked and came into my mind, I just thought, wow, it's that moment. Yeah, it was a moment. It was a moment for me.
So your family, do they know the song? Have they started speaking Swahili? Do they speak Swahili?
The kids have grown up here. Everybody speaks at a different level, but everybody knows a lot, my wife probably knows the least, but she's probably mad at me for saying that. But we all kind of, we live here, right? So we pick up, we're very connected, we're very involved, we have a lot of Kenyan friends, and we're very part of here.
So what does this say? The fact that you can come into a country where you're not originally from, quote unquote, and you learn the language and you actually sing it. What does it say about music and generally art?
That it's so, cross. If you get me started, I'm a former diplomat. So for me to say...
What?
Yeah, you don't know, really. My romance with Kenya began, first backpacking here in '96.
Wow.
And then we came back here when I was Deputy Ambassador of Israel here. And then I came back again to work for Amiran and stay private sector. And the music kind of developed. I was singing live with Calabash for a while and then began to sing. So, for me, a diplomat, to say that on the one hand, I love the concept of becoming Kenyan. We're actually going to, we're 8 years here. We can put in our papers and hopefully Kenya will accept us. Hopefully we'll pass the Swahili test.
Hopefully you could vote. You can vote 2017.
But, you know what? Least of all, it's important, okay, and to take part, in political process, sure.
Yeah.
But more because I feel at home here. I feel very connected here. And Israel allows 2 passports, and Kenya allows 2 passports.
Right.
And so that's something that we talked with the family, and something we want to do. But when you talk about music transcending borders, okay, reggae. Reggae is the one, I think, maybe jazz and reggae, the most listened to genres of music around the globe, everywhere.
Right.
And reggae is heard in Japan, and it's heard in Africa, and it's heard in... So music transcends, and the lyrics, the fact that it's connected, I started writing only in English, and somebody told me, don't sell out. People want you singing in Swahili.
Yeah.
So, whatever happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Kenyan food?
Ugali.
Really?
Ugali and choma in the whole
no,
mix.
That is so basic. Every Muzungu
Ugali is like,
says
by the way, every Muzungu, every Kenyan, right? We went down with the whole crew to film Rangia Bahari. So everybody's Kenyan and me. And we're sitting there and there's dinner and the guys pray, they're awesome team, shout out King Mushking and the team who's been making all the videos. And it's choma. And it's ugali, and it's
skuma
and
managu. Do you know managu?
Yeah, I know.
Terere?
And mdundo, and I know. And whether you know the names or not, I know the taste.
You know the taste. Yeah.
And so I give you an example. Summer, I'm alone. Wife and kids are in Israel. So I'm at Village Market, going to the food court. What am I going to eat?
Yeah.
I go to the Kenyan.
Yeah,
I go to the Kenyan one, and I fill my